Phoenix Suns owner Robert Sarver is suspended, fines $10 million after investigation finds conduct clearly violated workplace standards.
So what did he violate?
So the owner of the Phoenix Suns and the Phoenix Mercury, I think that's their name, the WNBA team, they made sure to point that out. he was reciting people's words. He said the N-word. So I guess somebody said it and he said it back what somebody else said to somebody else. He wasn't saying it of his own fruition.
The outrage.
he was saying what somebody else said, and apparently he was inappropriate with some of his female staff.
Go to New York.
Huh?
Go to New York.
What you mean?
And see how many white people be walking around saying the N-word.
Oh yeah.
You'd be surprised.
That's what the Puerto Rican dude said in the last video. He said, "Look, man, where I'm from, everybody said it. In New York, white, black, Hispanic, Asian, they all say it, and it's just normal." And then when he said when they step outside of New York, people looking at them like they're crazy. Like, what's wrong with you? So
hands and feet get put on people.
Get put out there, boy. But I want to say Chris Paul. I don't know if y'all know NBA player.
But that's just black people being emotional.
Yeah. I want to say, I don't know if y'all know NBA player Chris Paul. He played for the Clippers when the owner of the Clippers went on that rampage with the girl on the phone where he was saying how I give these people money and make them wealthy. I take care of their families. And he basically was telling her not to bring any black people. I'm sorry, not to bring up any of her black male friends to the games with her. She was his side chick, and she would bring her male friends with her to the game sometimes. He was like, "Don't bring any black ones," and she was like, "Why?" You know.
Was she black or white?
No, she was weird looking. I don't know if she was Asian, it's Mexican, or some type of mixture. I don't know.
Ambiguous looking.
Yeah. And she was like, "Why?" And she recorded him, and he basically went on this rampage about how, you know, he do all this stuff for her and how he does all this stuff for his black players and he takes care of them, basically talking to them like a plantation owner. That's what these NBA teams really are.
Yeah, that's what they are.
And Chris Paul played on that team. And now he played for the Phoenix Suns, and another owner getting caught up. Look, man, and I don't know if it's you. I don't know how you get caught up in these situations. We know all the owners feel this way, but you keep running into owners that say it. Like, it's just bad luck, bro.
Well, they feel like they taking care of them
when they do make them millionaires. The problem is, I make you hundreds of millions of dollars just by being on the court. He said, while the NBA stated that Sarver cooperated fully with the investigative process, lead sources told ESPN Braxton Holmes that Adrian Wilanowski that he was unaccepting of the idea that he deserved a 1-year suspension and $10 million fine for his behavior. The punitive part of the process became largely acrimonious, sources said. The investigation led by New York-based law firm Winstell Lipton found that Sarver engaged in conduct that clearly violated common workplace standards as reflected in the team's league rules and policies. He said, while I disagree with some of the particulars in the NBA's report, I would like to apologize for my words and actions that offended our employees. Listen to how you say this. Sarver said in a statement through the Suns, I take full responsibility for what I have done. I'm sorry for causing this pain and these errors in judgment and not consistent with my personal philosophy or my values. I accept the consequences of the NBA's decision, this moment, and an opportunity for me to demonstrate a capacity to learn and grow and continue to build a working culture where every employee feels comfortable and valued. He made sure to let you know you work for me.
Hey,
I'm the owner. Oh, they don't call them owners no more. They call them governors. They call them governors because owner sounds. Draymond Green came out a little while ago and said, I ain't got no owner. Why they call them owners? That sounds some slave stuff. It's like, nigga, you chose to go to the NBA. Now they call them governors. It hasn't.
See, this the problem with y'all niggas.
You can't join somebody else's shit and want to
change their terminology to make you feel comfortable. The man says he's an owner. He is an owner.
Exactly.
You want him to change his title to make you feel comfortable?
Exactly.
That man probably like,
I'm an owner of the team. This is my team.
This is my team. I'm the owner. I own you.
No, I don't own you. Here's the thing. You're not a possession. You're a contractor. You work for them for a certain amount of time. Your contract ends. You can go to another.
But you work for me.
Each team is a different business, a different corporation. Well, the NBA is the corporation, but each team is a different part of it.
That man like, shut your mouth.
And Mystery Man said hi. He said, "LOL, just kidding, love you." I recognize that name, bro. Like, come on, bro. You know, I'm slick. I'm quick with it, man. Don't try to play me like that. All right, speaking of the NBA, Kyrie Irving shares unhinged Alex Jones clip about secret societies and engineered plagues. Let me say this. This is the Daily Beast.
Kyrie is acting off of his second personality.
Kyrie got about 6 of them.
Chaos,
But here's the
or what? He's either a hippie or he's chaos.
Well, Kyrie Irving, that's really the system we're under in society right now, which is destroy everything, replace everything. It's chaos. Out of chaos comes perfection. That's what they believe. Which is valid. By the way, that is the theory of evolution. If you listen to the theory of evolution, they tell you that there was an explosion that happened, and it led to the creation of what we see now. Well, nothing. That's just basic science. You can't get something from nothing. It has to already exist.
What bugs me is when these people do these articles, or people talk about, Kyrie Irving, he put out Alex Jones clips about secret societies. He's in the truth. He knows what he's involved in.
He's involved in it.
This is his part. He has to play.
And this is part of the thing that really caught me when I was younger. When you would see, like, for instance, what I believe, the truth I believe, I would see a celebrity say it, and it would be like, "Oh my God, they know it too."
That validation.
Yeah, exactly. You look for validation from people with bigger names and larger platforms.
But when now you do your own research, you know what's going on.
You ain't about that shit either.
You don't need nobody's validation.
So, like, when you hear people say who we are as black people, you go, "Oh man, this is amazing. The truth is coming out." The truth, no, it's been out. It's been out. But Kyrie, this is the crazy part. Kyrie Irving tweeting this is kind of strange because he played with the Cleveland Cavaliers with LeBron James. And we know the stuff he's caught up into with the four, LeBron, Carmelo, Wade, and Chris Paul, the foursome. The four horsemen.
LeBron own a pizza shop too, right?
Let me say this.
You can get all types of toppings.
My favorite player, basketball player, is LeBron James. But I can very clearly see who he is. I saw him get on stage and tap dance for Hillary Clinton. I saw when that boy got
a lot of them done it.
When that little boy got killed in Ohio, and he said, "I'm praying for my city." Like, what? I'm praying for my city. Your city don't need prayer, nigga. Your people need prayer. What the hell's wrong with you? But I separate the basketball from the person. But I do know.
See, that's what's hard for me is to separate the artistry from the individual.
I do it easily.
I can't do it.
I can do it easily.
Let me take that back.
For certain people, it's easy.
For certain people, it's easier. For others, it's harder. But I really have a hard time separating the two.
Okay, Kyrie Irving, unfortunately, this is the Daily Beast. If I'm not mistaken, the Daily Beast is supposed to be, I thought, supposed to be right leaning, ain't it?
And when he got his finger up to the sky, he ain't talking about the Most High.
Let me see. That's another thing I learned. When you see people get on stage and say, "I want to thank God,"
he talking about the God of his industry.
God is just a rule. That just means ruler.
He talking about Pan, Bacchus.
Yeah.
All those other type of deities. He ain't talking about the Most High.
And we know Kyrie Irving worships he follows the same system as Kobe Bryant. He worships the principle of the mother goddess, the feminine. What's the word? Jesus Christ. He worships the feminine side of the spirituality. So he's part of the Kobe system. If you go watch a video of Kobe Bryant called the Kobe system, where he talks to kids about how they should actually look inward to their dark side to learn to grasp that dark side.
And when they gave him that little special on PBS Kids,
If I'm talking about, I think I'm talking about that.
What's it called? The Mamba.
Yeah, Mamba mentality.
He had a little character called the Mamba.
Yeah, look up Kyrie Irving. I mean, that's a Kyrie Irving. Kobe Bryant, the Mamba mentality, and how he explained to kids how you should actually look to your darker side to get better at stuff.
Wicked.
See, a lot of these people in the industry are witches and warlocks, and we always say that. But there's some of them think that they're good witches. Some of them think they're good warlocks. There's some of them that think they're the good ones, and the other ones think they're the bad ones.
They're just playing two different roles.
It's duality. It's all the same thing. They just have to act like it's different. But unfortunately, shared a 2002 InfoWars video on Thursday in which mega conspiracy theorist Alex Jones, conspiracy theorist, that's a CIA term, by the way. That was created about secret societies, corrupt empires, and government overlords supposedly wanting worldwide rule in a cashless society, total and complete tyranny. Jones, who has been sued by victims' parents, all this stuff. And by releasing diseases and viruses and plagues upon us, we then basically get shoved into their system. Irving has previously come under fire for being anti-vax and pushing unfounded health information during.
Look at the labels they put on you.
So you're
Anti-vaxxer,
anti-vax, you're conspiracy
Trumper,
theorist,
MAGA supporter.
yeah. Like there's so many names they got for you.
Hell, conservative. Anything. This is what the progressives and the liberal
But
and the Democratic Party has done.
I had a dude in the comments. Shout out to you if you watch this. He asked me. He asked us to speak on the show for the documentary done by Larry Elder called Uncle Tom, where Larry Elder basically goes throughout history and talks about the political views, the cultural views that Black people had prior to the 1960s and stuff like that. And this whole documentary is basically saying the people that we're calling coons aren't coons. And I go, well, that's not 100% accurate. There are people who have share some of those views who are what we call company man. If every time I see you, whatever topic it is, you making it about something negative about Black people, that kind of, there's a difference between holding yours accountable and making.
I definitely hold Black people accountable.
It's a difference between doing that and making every single thing the opposite of what you think Black people will think. Like Candace Owens, we're gonna talk about her later. Remember when she came out when Trump was saying how he's gonna make Juneteenth a holiday, and she came out on social media and said this is great, this will be fantastic. He didn't do it, and then Biden made Juneteenth a holiday, and she's like, Juneteenth, why would I want that? I support July 4th. And you
Patriotism.
It's just like, that's so fake. That's what we talk about when we say that's a coon, because they're not standing on what they actually believe. There are some people who are conservative who are Black, who have an idea of wanting better for their people, who just have a different viewpoint on it. And that's different from saying stuff that you know is simply going to get you a certain audience to listen to you. Like I listen to some people who get on YouTube now, because if you're a Black dude and you talk about Black people and you talk about being conservative and you react to Thomas Sowell and all them, you'll get 100,000 views easy. I've seen it. I've seen people that average 1,000 views a video react to Thomas Sowell, and all of a sudden they got 500,000, 500,000, 2 million views on the video.
Jealous.
I'm not jealous. I'm just saying it's so crazy how, and mainly white people, how they want you to like that dude so bad that if you a Black person and you say something about that dude, they will give you views. And then you see how easy it is for these people to, become that side of politics, where they'll just start saying stuff just to get the views. I saw, it was one dude who, he started doing that type of hustling, the Black conservative hustle, where he asked for money to go to a Trump rally. I said, wait, isn't that completely against the conservative view? Isn't that the bootstrapism you're supposed to believe in? You asking people for GoFundMe to go to a Trump rally.
Did they give him the money?
They gave him the money.
That's all the man worried about.
And then you realize the hustle was strong over there, because remember the twins?
The Haagen-Dazs.
Hodge twins.
Hodge twins. Why I call them Hodge? Is that ice cream?
It's a bread roll in it.
Haagen-Dazs. That's ice cream.
Yeah, that's ice cream. I'm thinking about Hodge rolls.
I never call people by their real name.
Yeah,
I always give them nicknames.
Larry Elderly. Yeah. But yeah, the Hodge twins, they did. Well, I'm not gonna say they changed their views, but they went from just a comedy channel that just did comedy skits to political comedy. What the hell?
Well, they decided to broaden their audience and
they changed.
Talk about topics that interest them more.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, this whole title thing they're giving Kyrie, even though we know he's in LA. He be in LA too. We know you go to LA, you gotta be down with the orgies, everything. That's where Hollywood
Kyrie
is.
said, mind your business.
That's why it was funny earlier this year.
Stay out of his love life.
A couple weeks ago, they were talking about Kyrie Irving being traded to the Lakers. I said, oh, it's going to be going down in L.A., boy.